GXP over there, all blacked out. Pretty shitty rims though. Anyway, I've got some crappy news to share with everybody about my car. I hit a deer yesterday. So here's the damage. You can see this trim piece here. Looks like a little smack right here where the deer came in direct contact with my car. A little bit of chipping right here. This was already here. That's not related to the deer, however they are going to fix that at the same time. And this is also part of it where somebody had come across my car. And it looks like that's about it for actual damage. There's a little crack right here. And the paint chips, I don't know if you can see that, but those are actually paint chips. The paint has actually come off, and you can see where it's peeling a little bit right there because the deer actually came up on my hood. There's nothing up here. It's mainly right where the deer basically kind of landed on my car, right on the hood. So I don't see any other damage, but yeah, so there's gonna have to replace that. Hoping that they'll replace this at the same time. That was already gone, but it hit right in that area, so they might, I don't know. There's some more. So, anyway, that's what it looks like. Sucks. And I'm really pissed because I didn't have my camera running, which I haven't at night. I just don't, because the video quality of this camera, this Evo 3D, is so bad that it doesn't pick up hardly anything beyond my dash. So I just haven't been using it at night. I've been really holding out until my next phone, which is going to be the Galaxy Note 4, if that's what they call it. It should be out here in a little over a month from now. But I was just driving to the store and back. It was pouring down rain. I mean, it was bad. Lightning everywhere. And in a spot that normally is not occupied by deer, I smacked one. There was 3 coming across, and there was a bunch of bushes on the right-hand side, and I was in the right-hand lane, of course, and they just... Cool. Fire truck. Thank you. They just darted out in front of me, and, you know, I did the best I could to stop, but, you know, the brakes were wet, and I wasn't able to. I was doing about 35, maybe a tad more, and when I noticed, probably between the time that I put my foot on the brake, and I started slowing down, you know, there's probably about a second there that I was able to start slowing down, so I dropped it down to maybe 25, 20 before I actually hit the deer, and the deer actually came up. I hit it right in its rib cage. It came right up onto my hood for just a brief second, and when I came to a complete stop, then obviously it got back on its feet and took off, and I, you know, was pissed. Just fortunately, the damage isn't that bad, and I went ahead and called the local township police. They don't do police reports on anything that's under $1,000, since there were no other injuries and property damage, etc., etc. Then, you know, it wasn't worth a police report. Fortunately, my insurance, I have, you know, the best possible coverage on my car. It's covered. It's $100 basically, but I have to take it to the shop to get an estimate on it, and it's probably going to be a little less than $1,000, because it looks like the trim piece, you know, is busted. Some scratching. It looks like my hood, there's a little bit of scratches. Looks like where paint's come off where the deer hit. So they'll just have to sand that down and paint it. But, you know, I'm kind of upset. You know, what next, basically, is what I'm, you know, asking. So, yeah, it kind of wrecked my day. But fortunately for me, I don't go without full coverage on any of my vehicles, even if they're crappy vehicles. Simply because I don't want to risk having a totaled out vehicle and no money to show for it. And, you know, the way that people drive out there, and a lot of people drive without insurance now. In fact, 1 in 5 drivers in the state of Michigan do not have auto insurance, and they are driving without insurance. There's various reasons for that, but the main reason is because we are the last state that is a no-fault state. And basically what no fault means is that you have unlimited coverage beyond what your policy gives you. And it costs me, it doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. You could drive a 1963 golf cart, or you could drive a brand new Corvette. It doesn't matter. It's the same rate all the way across. It's a flat rate. And I'm paying $211. Hi, Karen. She heard me. Anyway, I'm paying $211 every 6 months for nice $211 every 6 months for the no fault insurance, which is an absolute joke, and it's required. And the shit thing is, it's required, but the books are private. They're closed on that committee that basically sets the price of how much Michigan drivers pay. And it usually goes up. It's been going up constantly. I mean, it literally has been. I think when I first started driving when I was 16, so we're talking, 17 years, 18 years now. When I first started driving, I had my Blazer, my old Blazer, it wasn't worth $1,000 or anything, so I had PL&PD on it. But most of the cost of the insurance was the no fault. And I think I was paying, it was right around $80 every 6 months. For somebody who's, working a part-time job, at a grocery store, that was a lot of money, but, it's nothing compared to what it is now. It sucks. So, anyway, yeah, so I've got to get to the shop. I have to get that fixed. And hopefully they'll do a good job. And in the next coming weeks, my plan for the month of August, by the end of the month, is to plasti dip my wheels. Stay tuned for that. I'm actually going to two-tone them. I'm going to paint the entire wheel black, and I'm going to use a glossifier on the top of it. I'm going to put probably 2 layers and then 2 layers of glossifier. And then I'm going to paint the little, the Allen wrench screws or bolts or whatever they call those things on the wheels. They're not functional. They're just for looks. I'm going to paint those red. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later.